I find that the game industry is really interesting in that it's extremely challenging and it's always evolving. My name is Kirsten Tomilson and I'm the president and CEO of Fourth Monkey Media. We're primarily an outsourcing company, so we do work for hire. We work with companies like Leapfrog, Disney Imagineering. We actually have a theme park attraction at Disneyland called Goofy's Paint and Playhouse. All of our games are primarily available on iTunes as well as Google Play. And we also have our games available on various portals. One of the great things about my industry is it allows me to travel quite extensively. This year I've already been to San Francisco for GDC, which is a conference that I go to on a yearly basis. And I'm also getting ready to go to Gamescom to pitch some of our games that we're making internally, as well as offer our services as outsourcing providers. Gamescom is a great location. It's in Cologne, Germany. And again, this position allows me the opportunity to see the world and also talk about my company as a whole, and also pitch some of the games that we have that we're developing. This year when I attended conferences, one of the highlights was talking about virtual reality. And so VR is really big in the space right now, and that's something that's relatively new. There's also some development that's being done in terms of robotics, which is really fascinating and interesting. And so I think the fact that it is constantly evolving makes, and I think there's some really interesting opportunities available for young people if they are interested in getting into the gaming industry. There's all kinds of secondary institutions that offer some really great programs for programmers and artists and production managers. These are all areas that we need to resource. So yeah, so in terms of opportunities that are available, they're quite abundant, especially in Nova Scotia. There's several very large, high-profile companies that are offering some great positions and some very competitive salaries as well. It's also a really great place to live in Nova Scotia. So being able to offer opportunities for young people to stay here in Nova Scotia, I think there is ample amount of opportunities. And so I would suggest that if there are young adults wanting to get into this industry, I would recommend that they make sure that their maths and sciences are up to scratch. And if they're interested in the artistic realm, to really push those sorts of endeavors personally.